Hello and welcome to the image size dialog box. How to enlarge images, shrink images up, and also play with the resolution of the images. To bring up the image size dialog box, you can click on Image, Image Size. I kind of like keyboard shortcuts. Instead of going through the menu, I always press Alt-Control-I or Option-Command-I on a Mac. Okay, here we go. Now, on all modern digital cameras that, I'm not talking about cell phone cameras, but, nice ones that cost you a couple of $100 for a digital camera, they're going to bring in your images at about 300 pixels per inch. Now, if you want to print your images and hang them on the wall, keep it at 300. Don't reduce this because you want that kind of resolution. But if you're going to go ahead and publish on the web, you want something a lot less than this. The higher your resolution number is, the more information it has and the longer it will take for the browser to render the image. So let's say I want to publish this image on whatever, Facebook or whatever. I want to bring my resolution down. Usually for publishing on the web, a number like 72 pixels per inch is just about perfect. Unclick the resample image box before you do anything. Highlight your resolution number, bring in the 72, click it back on again. Now what you see is document size and pixel dimensions. The document is almost 38 inches wide, which again for publishing on the web is just ridiculous. I've gotten too many emails from people where the image is just absolutely enormous and I can't see it in the browser. I have to keep scrolling left and right and up and down, and I have no options to resize the thing. So be a little smart when you're going to publish on the web, and size your width and your height so it's something that people can actually see when they open their browsers. I'm going to take this guy down to, let's say, 5 inches. Automatically the height changed also, so it's keeping the dimensions absolutely in their original proportions. If for some reason you want to independently change the width and height numbers, unclick this one, Constrain Proportions. You see that little linking deal there, the little linking chain go away. Then you can independently put in numbers. But bear in mind, that's going to distort your image and warp some stuff. I'll keep that on, and let's go ahead and bring that down to 5. Automatically keep it in the same proportion. You have some viewing options here. You can see your width in either pixels or percent. You can see your width in inches or a lot of stuff, points and picas. I usually stick with inches, but whatever. Now for your reduction, which I'm going to do here, it jumped back to 300, didn't it? So resample image, boom, 72, click it back on, take it back down to 5, jumps into proportion again. Now I'm going to go ahead and reduce the image. My particular piece of advice is don't choose either one of these top two. Stay with the bicubic. Obviously I'm going to choose bicubic sharper, best for reduction. If I were enlarging images, you're going to choose that one. Now let me say this. If you want to enlarge your images a lot, I strongly suggest that you don't use Photoshop to do this. There are third-party plugins for image enlargements which do a spectacular job for image enlargements, much better than Photoshop can do. So if you're interested in that, I would actually look at something like PhotoZoom or On1 software. Their program is called Resizing 7. They do an excellent job at enlarging images, and I'm talking about 400 to 500% with very, very little loss in quality. Okay, in any event, choose the specificity setting here. I'm going to make that smaller, so I'm going to, for reduction, and then I'm simply going to click OK. The image got absolutely tiny, and that's because my original viewing scale was 16.9%, so when I made it smaller, it still did that. If you want to bring it back and get a better view, press Control-1 or Command-1 on a Mac, then you can get a much better view. It'll bring you back to the 100% view. So that's about what it's going to look like in terms of dimensions when you publish this on Facebook or wherever in an email. That's about it for the image size dialog box. Have fun resizing those images, and we'll see you later.